Hi, this is Jessica with Dining Traveler, and welcome to the Dining Traveler cooking series where we make recipes from our favorite destinations at home, but this time I'm not home. I'm at a very beautiful kitchen of Alexis Strasser. She's the owner of Be Conscious at the Dairy Market in Charlottesville, Virginia. And she's going to teach me how to make this very yummy recipe. Tell us more about it.
Yes, so it is our salted caramel apple galette. It's kind of our version of a little hand pie. It's fun to make at home. You can do it with your kids, any family members. Honestly, it's just a good way to get your hands dirty. The dough makes about 6 of our galettes. So each is about 3 ounces each. We start off with the dries. We have flour, a little bit of sugar, a little bit of salt. And then we're going to cut in some cold butter. This is 1 stick of butter. You want to cut it up fairly small. And then you're going to take your pastry cutter and just cut it in and to make it into small little squares. This is one that you are going to get your hands dirty regardless. So after this, you see how the butter's getting smaller. We're going to add some cold water, ice cold water. The key to a good dough is cold ingredients. They have to be cold. That's how you get your layers in your pastry. And you just want to insist that they're just as cold as possible. So we start out with about 1/4 of a cup. You're going to take your pastry cutter and work the water in just a little bit. So you get like what's called a shaggy dough. You're going to use your hands and you're just going to knead the flour in. So see how it's very sticky? It comes together. You might not think it will, but it definitely will at the end. And this just takes a little bit of time.
A little bit of muscle.
Yes, exactly. If you notice that sometimes with the flour, the hydration level, you might need to add a little bit of water as you go. And that's no problem. Just have it on hand. Just add a little bit at a time.
It's definitely best to start with a little than too much.
If you do too much, you will mess it up, honestly. It just gets too soggy and it's too hard to work with. Then your dough is done. And you want to keep this chilled. You don't want to work with it until about 2 hours after you're done.
Awesome.
See the large chunks of butter? That's what you want.
Can you prepare it overnight?
Oh, yeah. You can prepare it in advance. You can freeze the dough. And that's about it.
So now we're going to get ready to do the galette. The dough is nice and chill, so we're going to make individual ones.
Yes, these are a nice 3-ounce little hand pie that is good for one person. You can split it between 2, but some people just like to eat it all by themselves.
And the dough that we made initially, how many mini galettes can you
That will
make?
give you 6 with a tiny little bit extra. And if you want to make bigger ones, you can split that in half, and it's perfect for 2 fairly large galettes, which is nice. All right, so we're going to get started. You're going to take a little bit of flour and dust it on your parchment paper. I find that working on parchment is easier than right on the surface of a table.
Okay.
It's easier to roll. Just put a little bit of flour on both sides of your galette. We're going to take our rolling pin and we're going to go right in the middle of our dough. And we're just going to roll up and roll down very gently. And then we're going to take it and turn it. And we're just going to try to keep the shape of a circle as best you can. That's the best thing about a galette. It can look as rustic as you'd like. And so you're going to move it as you go. So you'll see like thicker parts right here. That's where you want to try to make it as even as possible. And so I just take it and I turn it. Yep, that's looking great. And now we're going to take our apples.
And how do we prep the apples beforehand?
So the apples, I peel, slice to probably 1/4 to 1/2 inch slices. You don't want them too thin, otherwise they will get too cooked in the oven. They'll kind of burn in a way. And then I spice them. So I put brown sugar, cinnamon, cloves, ginger, and nutmeg.
Okay.
And you just let that sit. You can do this ahead of time too, a day ahead of time if you want.
Okay.
It just brings the juices out like you see right there. So you just want to have a good mound in the middle. You're going to take your first section with your hand and you're going to just put it right down. And then you're going to take your other hand and grab another side and just put it right on top. And then you're going to turn as you press. So I kind of keep my finger here and I go like this. And then you're just going to turn it as you're pressing it. Perfect.
And you freeze it for how long?
I'd say about an hour.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, this guy will get it frozen in like 20 minutes, but like the regular home freezer, about an hour.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that something that, can you let it freeze overnight? Let's say you want to
you can
prep.
keep galettes in your freezer as long as you wrap them.
Okay.
The next day, you're good to go. They can stay in there up to 6 months.
Okay.
Yeah,
awesome.
and then you just pull them out and put them right in the oven. Okay, so egg wash. This is literally an egg just scrambled into a deli cup. You don't want to get too much on your brush, and then you're just going to go around the sides. Try to get along the bottom as well as you can. You don't want to put too much on because it will burn. And then you take your sanding sugar, coarse sugar, and you go right over the top. And then that goes in the oven at 375 for about 15 to 18 minutes. When it comes out, I have a caramel sauce that I drizzle on top. You can buy caramel sauce, you can make it, whatever your preference is. If you have time, I suggest making it. It's fun. It's really easy. There's lots of recipes out there, but yeah, when it comes out of the oven, I top it with caramel, and then that is your galette.
Boom.
Yeah.
Thank you, Alexis, for having us over, for teaching us how to make the galette. It was super easy, and it's great if you guys want to just prepare it ahead of time.
Super fun.
Do a little prep, have a little dessert fix in the middle of the week. Why not? And you guys also have a farm.
We do. It's in Goochland. It's about 25 minutes from here. So come spring and summertime, we'll have all of our produce, and we'll just be rocking and rolling.
Yes. And what's like the one thing you love to produce, like at your farm?
At our farm, I'm a big on flowers. I love flowers. Edible Flowers will be selling our flowers to the bar and businesses around here. So that'll be fun to connect that way too.
Can't wait to check those out.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, thank you so much again, and thank you guys for following. And if you have any questions, any feedback, please leave them in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye.
Bye.